All right, y'all, what's good? We got Deadlifts today, but before we get into that, let's talk about yesterday, February 27th. Three major announcements or events, man. We had Scream 7 in theaters, Resident Evil Requiem released, and it was Pokemon Day. For Pokemon Day, we got the Winds and Wave announcements. Super excited about that, not coming out till 2027, though. And to be honest, it didn't show a whole lot. Graphically, it looks better, looks more modern, which is to be expected, especially if it's a Switch 2 exclusive. The starter Pokemon, they're trash. Fucking Pomeranian for the fire starter. Like, come on. I hope it evolves into something pretty badass, but I'm not optimistic about that. Resident Evil Requiem. That game, yeah, that thing's had me hooked for like the past 2 days, honestly. I love how they blend the cinematic with the two different styles of gameplay between Leon and Grace. They like perfected that. Now I'm only still early into the game. I haven't finished it or anything, but I'm definitely gonna be doing a few playthroughs with that game. It's definitely gonna keep me occupied as well. So and Scream 7, I was hyped up about that. Swayco, one of my favorite artists, I actually did a song for it, which was, I got super hyped about. We actually had it play during the movie too, so I'm super happy for him. I mean, he's already got a platform. He's a pretty big name now, but followed him for a while. I'm excited to see he's actually, making himself more of a household name, especially with the release of this movie. So, but the movie itself, yeah, it was good. I was hyped for it. I definitely was. They definitely did a lot of good promotion with it, but I don't want to spoil it for you. I'd recommend going to see it, but I was kind of let down by the ending of it. I'm sure y'all have read a bunch of stuff online and might know why. In the comments, feel free to talk about it. We can go back and forth about it. But yeah, with that, let's get back on to deadlifts. 555 for 8s to go today. We'll see how it goes. I got the proper strap, so that won't be an issue this time. Gonna work up to a top single of 605. Try to get the 555 for 8. It might be 556 with the kilos. I don't know. I did the math. And then RDLs. Now I will say, when I was doing the windshield wipers the other day in the gym, I was at Planet doing abs, the windshield wipers, the things I do. I posted a video on what I do is like windshield wipers to bicycle kicks to leg raises. Tweak my back a little bit, but it's not like muscular. It's weird. It feels like it's more inside. It's hard to explain, but it's definitely been a little bit hard sleep in the past couple of days with that little ache going on. I'm sorry I'm sweating a little bit. It's like 62, 63 today, so it's definitely warmed up. But after a set or two of RDLs, might get some like lat pull downs or something. Work, get some hypertrophy work just to throw in there, just to keep it, exciting. 2 sets of, or 2 exercises really ain't much, but try to throw them in there for a little bit. But yeah, with that said, man, let's get in there and let's get it. Nah, yeah, I'm not sure. This is gonna go. Things been moving super slow. 375 felt heavy. 485 felt heavy. Yeah, we down 10 pounds right now, but I didn't think strength was gonna take as big of a hit, but yeah, it's definitely catching up to me. So we're gonna try to hit this set and see what happens. Not guaranteed though. Well, we got the 605. Move slow AF. 600 moved really good last week. A lot better than I was hoping, but the 605 was what moved me 5 pounds more, man. Holy hell. But we got it. Let's go ahead and get this set of 555 for 8. And I don't think 8's happening, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I got me burning my thing, yeah, who call a million, I go all day. I've been in game, so you just gotta show. Born this different, just know how to hustle. Look at your video, you be on my post. I get me saying, hey, she been that shit on. They said they be like this, looking like that. Pissed off how motors I just like a dog. We ran up for and no one calls, saying how.
Alright, y'all. Well, that sucked. But, yeah, I kind of had a feeling after, like, the third warm-up set at 375. You know, 375 felt like 495, 495 felt like 600. At 605, that shit moved way too slow. 600 last week actually moved pretty decent. I was actually impressed with how fast it moved. Now, I mean, there's a couple variables. The back issue I had with the windshield wipers, I don't think played much of a factor in it. So everything felt heavy. It might be my CNS tax, I don't know, but I haven't deadlifted in like 9 days. I looked at the timestamp for the last video, so could be because, you know, we're down 10 pounds, so we're in a calorie deficit. You know, it's been over a month now since I kind of weaned myself off some of the heavier compounds, so that could be playing a factor. The sleep, you know, all kinds of stuff. And I will say, I mean, none of that I really think had a big impact today. I just think, generally speaking, you know, the strength's probably tapering off of the weight. The wrist straps I use, they're the figure 8s, but they don't fit me the same way that my Cerberus ones fit. I cheaped out getting the RDX ones. They're probably good quality. They're probably great quality, but they're not a good fit for me. I just have a specific way I do the figure 8s. I can't do the proper positioning with my hands with those. Those are too loose. So I have to spread the strap out a little bit more, bring my hands in, and it's just awkward. Might return them. I don't know. I might just keep them in my bag for a spare. For like a single or something like that, that's fine. But when I'm doing reps, having to adjust, definitely takes a toll on you. The Cerberus ones are 35. Me personally, like, not doing insane weight, so I didn't think I needed to pay that. But just for the fit itself, for my size hands and wrists and everything else, it's probably going to be worth it to pay the premium. So I'll have to get a pair of those ordered at some point. Or maybe try a size down with the RDX. Maybe they fit a little bit better. I mean, I measured my wrist and based my purchase off of that, but they're definitely still too loose. I think it's because they have wider variances versus Cerberus. I think Cerberus has like a 2-inch variance. Like you got a 7.5 to 9.5 inch wrist, 9.5 to whatever. I think these, it was like 7-inch wrist to like 10.5 inch wrist. Man, I ain't never met nobody with a 10.5 inch wrist, but man, they must have some giant freaking arms. But yeah, get those fixed. But I just think overall strength was down, just the diet, the weight loss, everything else. Just, yeah. But next deadlift session, we might actually back down, maybe do a deload, like I said, or maybe try it one more time with the 555. If I don't get it next week, definitely gonna drop the weight a bit and do a mini deload before my next deadlift. Probably increase calories, 600-700 calories a day. you know, getting glycogen stores full again and see what happens. But yeah, with that said, that is the last lift of this week. I have to get that strict curl workout in. I just haven't been down at GPG in a little bit. Just been busy here in the Harrisburg area the past couple weeks. Haven't been able to get down there to actually have like the strict curl setup that I usually have in my videos. I could do it at playing it, but it just draws a lot of unwanted attention at playing it. I might have to do it anyways. I don't know when I'm getting back to work, but my next video might be the strict curl workout. But yeah, this pretty much wraps up week 4 of the off season. So, you know, hopefully the 5th week's better. I don't think we really had any really stellar lifts this week. I think bench was down. You know, that 403 or 404 moved slower. That 605 moved really slow. And squats just weren't there either. So, but it's all good. We're going to keep pressing forward. We're not going to let this deter us and keep trying to, you know, get these gains. But like, yeah, with that said, that pretty much wraps this up. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned. Let's make these gains.